Did you know how Martin Luther King Jr. Day came to be? Every January, our nation takes a day to remember and reflect on the legacy and message that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. shared with the world. We honor the actions he took in the fight for civil rights and the lasting impact of his words. But this wasn't always the case. Martin Luther King Jr. is best known for his leadership in the struggle against segregation and racial discrimination in the United States. He advocated for justice through nonviolent protest and powerful speeches, becoming a central figure in the civil rights movement. After his assassination in 1968, it became clear to many that his legacy should be honored with a national holiday. However, not everyone agreed. John Conyers, a Democratic congressman from Michigan, was one of the first to push for this. Just days after King's death, Conyers took to the floor of Congress to call for a holiday in King's honor. But at that time, the proposal failed to gain traction. Despite this setback, Conyers did not give up. He continued advocating for the holiday year after year. In 1980, after years of campaigning, the Congressional Black Caucus, of which Conyers was a founding member, presented a petition with over 6 million signatures in support of a federal holiday honoring Dr. King. Finally, in 1983, Congress passed the bill to establish Martin Luther King Jr. Day as a federal holiday, and President Ronald Reagan signed it into law. Though the holiday was officially recognized in 1983, it wasn't immediately observed nationwide. It wasn't until 1986 that the day was celebrated across the country. But even then, some states chose not to recognize it. It wasn't until 2000 that all 50 states officially observed Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. dedicated his life to fighting injustice, and even after his death, many worked to ensure his legacy endured. Today, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is more than just a day off. It's a day to reflect on his contributions and honor his impact on our country. Thanks for learning more with Vincennes PBS.